Welcome in, everybody. It's time for another episode of Argo Sports Insider, and time we shine the light on all things UWF athletics. I'm Will Kennedy, and we are coming off an incredibly busy week for our winter and spring sports. Let's start things off in the field house with some basketball. Both the men's and women's teams hosted 3 games in 5 days wrapped around last weekend. The women took on top 5 Union on Thursday and battled right until the end before losing 81-78 in a decision to the Bulldogs. The Argos bounced back with a dominant win over Christian Brothers on Saturday. 69-43 was the final score in that one. And then there was another tough last-second loss to Auburn Montgomery in a big game Monday night, with the Argos falling short 64-61. UWF is now 13-10 on the season, 10-9 in conference play, and they've got Valdosta State. That is a big one, hosting the Blazers this Saturday. It's a 2 o'clock tip in the field house. The men also went 1-2 in their extended weekend homestand. The Argos kept it tight with Union all the way to the wire in a 79-73 loss. Christian Brothers came in on Saturday, pulled away a little bit late in that game, although it was close most of the way, on the way to an 88-74 victory for Christian Brothers. Then the men, though, came back with a big performance against Auburn Montgomery Monday night. They snapped a 5-game losing streak in a 93-89 win as Ankit Chowdhury went for a season-high 22 points, facing a hot shooting night for the home team. The Argos are now 7-16 overall. They are 5-14 in the GSC. And Valdosta State visits the Fieldhouse on Saturday for a men's game. That starts at 4 o'clock. UWF baseball, they are staying hot right now, and the Argos are now the number 7 team in the latest national coaches poll. South Carolina Aiken came calling to the Spoon over the weekend for a 3-game series, and the Argos pulled out the broom on the Pacers. Darian McDowell, the big fellow, homered in both games of the Friday doubleheader as Mike Jeffcoat's team won 11-4 and then 8-5 to set up the potential series sweep on Saturday. That game went back and forth with the Argos trailing headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. The home team would put up 3 runs in the final 4 frames for a 6-4 win. Jackson Grabsky led the way with a 3-for-5 day at the plate in that one. UWF is now 5-1 on the season. They open a series with Rollins down in Winter Park, Florida, Friday afternoon. As busy as baseball has been, get this, softball has been even busier. The Argos brought Florida Southern to the Fork over the weekend for a series, and UWF took Friday's doubleheader, winning Game 1 2-1 in a pitcher's duel with a dominant performance from Montana Young before they broke out the bats in the nightcap in a big way in an 8-1 victory, although Hannah Harper was great on the mound, giving up just 1 run there. 3 Argos combined for a shutout, a staff shutout on Saturday in the series finale, with Jesse Bond and Jessica Ford both hitting home runs in a 4-0 win. The team hits the road. They did hit the road for a midweek Valentine's Day date with Valdosta because, these 2 schools love each other. The Argos split the 2 games, losing 13-5 in the opener before bouncing back for a 6-4 victory in Game 2. UWF is now 5-4 on the season. Coach Ashley McLean and company will be plenty busy this weekend playing some tournament ball up in Columbus, Georgia. UWF tennis was scheduled to open their spring season at home last weekend, but rain got the better of matches against both Shorter and New Orleans on both the men's and women's side. Both of those matches will have to be postponed and will need to be rescheduled at a later date. The men, they are in Indianapolis for the ITA National Team Indoor Championships this weekend. The 5th-ranked Argos open against 3rd-ranked St. Leo. That is on Friday. And the women, they got a little time off. They're scheduled to play next when they host Lee on Saturday, February 24th. Women's golf will be back in action this Monday, teeing it up at the Lady Mock Classic in Lakeland down at Florida Southern. And the men, they're off until the Las Vegas Desert Classic, which starts March 3rd. And UWF swimming and diving, they are gearing up for the conference championships in Cleveland, Mississippi. The Argos will take to the pool starting Tuesday, February 20th, as they look to defend their NSISC title. That's a look at all that we've got going on with UWF athletics for this week. Don't forget, check out our spring sports previews on the website and our YouTube channel. Look for Go Argos on YouTube for that. And GoArgos.com is your spot for all the roster schedules, latest news and notes. This time of year in the spring, it rains a little bit here in Florida, so Like with tennis, there'll be postponements, there'll be different start times. Baseball and softball did that last weekend. GoArgos.com is your spot for that. Download that Argo Armada app on your phone or tablet and follow all of our teams and programs across their various social media platforms. We'll see you next time, and as always, go Argos!